Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kinesthetic, and I'm here with you guys today to give you guys an update on what's been going on in my life. So for the past few weeks on my Insta story, I have been posting like so many things are changing in my life. So many moving parts are just all over the place. My emotions are all over the place, and I was like, let me sit down today and give you guys an update on what's been going on. So before we get started, do not forget to hit that red subscribe button down below. Join the family. We're on our way to 1K, and give this video a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So if you guys don't know me, I'm a very transparent person, and I'm just a very honest person, and I'm gonna be very honest in this video. So I guess the major update that's been going on in my life is that I quit my job. So yeah, when I told my friends, they had so many questions, like they were surprised. And I feel like looking at me and my job and what I'm doing from the outside, it seems so glamorous, like all of these benefits, great pay, X, Y, Z, Z, Z. And I was just like, girl, all that glitters is not gold. So I quit my job. I quit my job. I quit my job. I don't know, it just feels so great to say it. Like, I quit my job, I quit my job, I quit my job, I quit my job. So at the end of December, my job gave us like 2 weeks off for like the holidays. And during that time, I did like a lot of reflection. And I came to the conclusion that I was not happy with my job. My job was not making me happy. I was not a happy person with the job that I had. So I was like, you know, it's 2019. We need to make some changes for the better. And I just have to pull the string. So if you guys did not know, I was an accountant, which means that January, February is our busy season, meaning that instead of working from like 9 to 5 or what was really 9 to 6, 7 turned into 9 to 11 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes, we worked every day, late hours. And it's a lot. Like when you do it the first time, it's like, okay. And then when you do it the second time, it's like, okay. And then when it's time for you to like mentally prepare to do it a third time, at least for me, I was just like, I cannot do this. Like I'm one of those people that work is just not my life. I like to work. I like what I do at work, but I cannot imagine myself devoting my whole life to work. So I was like, let me go ahead and put my 2 weeks in. Now, ask me, when I put my 2 weeks in, did I have another job? No, I did not. I was like, what am I gonna do? I have all of these bills, I have all of these responsibilities. Like, what am I going to do? And in case you guys do not know, I have been working since I was 15 years old. I did summer youth, I did Abercrombie and Fitch, I did retail, worked in college. Like, I have always been working to provide myself with what I need. I just don't feel comfortable asking anyone else to support me, support my lifestyle. I'm just like, I need to go out there, I need to get a job, I need to work, I need to get paid, and I need to use my money to do what I have to do for myself. I have just always been that way. So the fact that I'm here quitting my job and I don't know what I'm doing next, I'm like, this is weird. And it was so, I feel like I was just so emotional just because I didn't know what was next. Like, I feel like when you're in school, when you're in college, it's like you know what's next. You know you have to pass these exams. You're going to go on to the next grade or the next year, and then you'll have, you know, harder work or whatever the case is. And I'm like, I'm an adult now. Like, I'm going to quit my job. I don't know what I'm doing next, and this is scary. So when I told my friends, they had so many questions, and their questions were actually really good. Like, most of the questions were things that I didn't really think about through like this whole process. And after they asked it, I was like, like, am I really making the right decision? Is this really what I want to do? Okay, maybe this is what I should do. I don't know, my mind was just all over the place, but I thought they were great questions, so I wrote them down. I'm gonna go through them and we're gonna chat. Okay, the first question was, why are you quitting your job? And my response was, I am not happy. I'm not happy. I was not happy at all. And I think that when my friends see like this glamorous lifestyle of the benefits my job is giving me from the outside, they're like, how can you not be happy? And to me, I knew the reality of it. I feel like they wouldn't know how I felt unless they were in my shoes. And that was something I knew I had to stay true to the whole time. I'm like, this is the reality of it. This is what I don't like. This is why I don't like it. And no matter who I explain it to, they're not going to understand unless they were in my position. So when I told them, they didn't really understand, but they were like, you know, we respect your decision, X, Y, and Z. Which brings me to the next question of what's next. So some of you guys might not be religious, and I'm not the most religious person out there, but I know that my God is amazing, and I know that my God works in mysterious ways. But when I tell y'all that I put my 2 weeks in, and a few days later I got contacted by a job that I applied to, and I thought I would never like hear back from them. I'm like, let me just submit my resume, you know, like somebody probably gonna look at it and be like, you know, she's not qualified, X, Y, and Z. And they hit me up, and I did my interviews, and I got the job. I was like, this is so unreal. Like, I quit my job. I did not have anything lined up. I'm just like, I know I don't want to be here. Let me move on. Start applying to new jobs. It was just so weird that like all of this happened back to back. So I had to pull myself back so many times and be like, how is this happening? Because I don't believe in coincidences. That's just one thing with me. I'm like, how is it that I quit my job, I'm here sobbing about I don't know what's going to happen next, and then I get contacted to interview for some job that I never thought would call me back? I'm like, okay. So another question that my friends asked me was kind of like, how did my job react to the fact that I'm leaving? How did they react? And I feel like it was a lot of mixed responses. Some of them were like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you, X, Y, and Z. And then the other half was just, but then I thought about it. I'm like, if I wasn't me and somebody like me was leaving, I would be mad too. So I'm like, I can't really like be upset at the way they're responding to it. Like, I 100% respect it, because I would be upset if I was leaving too. Like, I knew how to do my job. I felt like I was a great asset to my team, a great asset to the company I was working for, and all of a sudden, like, I dropped the bomb right before like our busiest time of the year, like I'm leaving. I would be upset too. So I'm like, I can't be mad that they're mad, but at the same time, like, Kendra has to do what Kendra has to do for Kendra. So another question that my friends had for me when I said that my job wasn't making me happy and I wasn't happy, they were like, what makes you happy? Like, what will make you happy? And I sat back and I thought about it, and I'm like, I thought about the fact that I wasn't happy, but I never thought about what would make me happy or what does make me happy. And I thought the biggest thing for me was that every morning when I woke up for work, like post Iceland, like when I came back from Iceland, I was like so refreshed. I was so like, you know, energized. Just came back from vacation. That feeling is great to anyone. But when I came back and I was like going to work, I noticed a pattern of me like getting up and I'm not feeling motivated, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go to work today. And out of all of the years that I worked, I never ever felt like I'm going to work and I absolutely do not want to be there. So once that feeling started kicking in, I'm like, something's not right. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it, but I can just feel in my heart that something's not right. So based on that, I feel like something that would make me happy is me getting up every day and me feeling like I'm going to work and I'm going to have a good day. The fact that I'm waking up and I'm just so positive that I'm not going to have a good day was just killing me. Like, it killed everything in me. Like, I don't know how I dealt with it. I'm thinking of it now, like, damn, how did I wake up for 3 months and like get up and like go to work and do my work well? You know, I felt like I was forcing myself, and I'm one person who does not like forcing anything in life. So what would make me happy is me waking up and going to a job where I feel like I'm doing my work well, and it's being appreciated. So another question my friends asked me was, would I ever consider doing YouTube full time? And the answer is no. So for me, I started my YouTube channel as a hobby, something fun. I like creating videos. I like editing videos. It's just something that I enjoy doing. And with the skills that I have, the degree I earned in accounting, I'm like, you know how many things I can do with this? Like, I like accounting. I like the concepts of accounting. I like the principles. I genuinely like accounting. I might sound like a nerd right now, but I like accounting. And I feel like there's so many things that I can do with my degree that I would 100% enjoy doing. And yeah, I know I don't want to work for anyone for the rest of my life, but if push comes to shove, I feel like I would probably want to open my own practice, or I don't know, there's just so many things that I could do with my degree. I want to explore that. I want to implement that. I want to make a change. So yeah, so I feel like my YouTube channel is a hobby. It's something I like doing, and I don't want to ruin that because I'm doing things with the mindset of like, you know, this is how I'm paying my bills this month. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be fun. I want to genuinely like give you guys ideas. I want to genuinely give you guys content. And yeah, so I feel like when something changes from like being fun, being a hobby, being something that you genuinely want to do to something like I'm depending on my lights being on for this, it kind of like changes the whole like it just changes things. I don't know how to explain it. Comment down below, let me know if you guys agree, or let me know if you guys understand what I'm saying. But I just feel like it just changes things, and I don't want it to be changed. I follow so many people and I love their content when they started on YouTube or when they started posting on Instagram, and then like they have all of these sponsorships and their whole channel and their whole page has turned into like ad sponsored by, and I guess that's fine. That's how you choose to pay your bills. I'm not mad at it at all. But like from an outside perspective, it's like, do you genuinely want to do this, or are you just doing this because you're getting a check, you know? So I feel like a lot of people kind of get lost in the sauce when those things come into play, and I just don't want that to be me. I want to be real with y'all. I want to be transparent with y'all. I want us to have fun. Yeah, that's why I was like, I can't see YouTube being my full-time job. Maybe it will one day, I don't know, but I'm saying as of right now, the situation I'm in right now, I'm like, I don't want my YouTube channel to be like my full-time job. So the last question that my friends asked me was, what would be my dream job? And honestly, my dream job would be traveling the world, seeing and experiencing different cultures, and making an impact like everywhere that I go. I love to travel, and one of the main reasons why I like to travel is like I like seeing different cultures and like getting a glimpse of like what other people are dealing with in whatever culture, whatever country they're living in, and seeing like how I can make an impact and trying to do that while I'm there and after I leave. That's just what I enjoy about traveling. I love the excursions. I love like, you know, the hotels and the Airbnbs and all of that other stuff, having fun with my friends, turning up, drinking, X, Y, and Z. But I feel like that's the main reason why I travel. I just like seeing different cultures, experiencing different things, and trying to make an impact. So if I could do that for a living, then my life would be 100% perfect. So yeah, so I think that kind of summarizes everything that's going on, how I'm feeling, and things that I considered when I was going through this whole process. I shared this video because I felt like at least one person out there is going through the same experience I am, has gone through that experience, or is willing to go through that experience soon. And I just wanted this video to impact at least one person, as I did with all of my videos. As long as it impacts one person or it inspires one person in some kind of way, then I'm good, okay? Comment down below, let me know you guys' thoughts, opinions, suggestions, anything that you guys got from hearing anything I said in this video. If you guys don't feel comfortable commenting on my post, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm always reading and responding to my direct messages. And yeah, so if you guys are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. Join the family. We're on the road to 1K. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up so that I know what kind of videos you guys are enjoying. And until my next upload, I will see you guys later.